Hi, teacher.
Good morning.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, miss.
Good morning.
Good morning, all.
Good morning. Teacher. Why is your voice so low?
Good morning, dear students.
My mother said we're going to learn about magnets.
Really? Who told her?
I have no clue, but I have magnets.
Wow, how amazing is this?
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning,
Leila.
miss.
Good morning, all. You did an amazing job in your quiz.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tia.
I have different types of magnets.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you'll talk about them today. I'll let you show them to your friends. Okay, I'll give 1 more minute for others to join, and then we will start working on our quiz. We will solve the quiz together. You will help me with this. Deal?
Deal.
Deal.
Okay, so let me remind you, we're not allowed to send anything in the chat, and you have to be muted when I count at 5. Mute yourself at 5. When I call your name, you can get the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here is our quiz. In this video, you saw the experiment that Yusuf, our friend in 3B, did at home. He placed an empty water bottle on a hot plate of an oven, and a few minutes later, he noticed that the balloon inflated. Yalla ya Layla. Layla, what happened?
The bottle, the air in the bottle got hot.
Okay.
So the balloon inflated.
Great. Hi.
What? This is the quiz? I already
Yes.
did that.
We're correcting the quiz. Yalla ya Hashim. Mute.
Okay.
For those who joined now, please mute yourself. Layla's giving us her answer. So again, ya Layla, what happened? Please tell me.
The air in the bottle got hot, so the balloon inflated.
Okay, why? What happened to the air? The air is
Okay.
heated. So what happened to the air?
So the air, the hot air made the balloon inflate.
Okay, why? Can you tell me why? Tia, can you help us?
Because
Great,
the air
excellent, ya
was...
Layla. Excellent, ya Layla. So inside the bottle isn't empty. There is air inside. Okay? There is air inside. And this is a hot plate. This is so hot. So the air inside the bottle is heated. So Yatia, what happens to the air when we heat it? We're not allowed to send anything in the chat.
Yes.
When we heat the air inside the bottle, what happens to the air?
Heat inflates the balloon and the hot rises up the plastic bottle and causes the balloon to expand and get bigger.
So the air expands. Perfect. This is the answer. The hot plate of the oven heats the air in the bottle. When the air is heated, it expands, it gets bigger. It expands and inflates the balloon. Thank you, Tia. Thank you, Layla. You did an amazing job. The hot plate of the oven heats the air, and when things are heated, they expand. They grow inside. Okay? Let's move to another question. Yalla ya Nasir. Question number 2.
Yes.
When you heat liquid water,
Yes.
look at this pot. When you heat liquid water, it changes into what? Solid, liquid, or gas?
To solid. It will turn to gas.
It will turn to gas. Perfect. Good job, ya Nasir. So look at this. When we heat liquid water, it changes into gas. This is water vapor. This is water vapor. Water vapor is the gas state of water. Bravo, ya Nasir. Okay, let me check the names. Please, Nasir, mute again. Thank you. Serena.
Teacher, sorry I was out for a
Serena.
Yes, teacher.
Here is a jar, a jam jar. We placed it under hot water. Tell me, why placing the jar under hot water makes it easier to open? Is it because the metal expands and gets bigger? It doesn't, yani nothing changes. Well, because the metal gets smaller when it expands. What do you think? Which one is the correct answer?
Because the metal lid of the jar gets smaller as it expanded under hot water.
So which answer? I didn't hear you well. Is it 1, 2, or 3?
3.
It's 3. So you're saying, listen to me, ya Serena. Do things get smaller when they expand? They expand, yani they get smaller?
No, it's
Yes or no?
large. We go large.
No, this is wrong.
No.
Huda, please don't write on the screen.
The
This,
first,
so which one is the correct answer?
the first one.
The first one. Bravo, ya Serena. Things do not
first
get
one.
smaller when they expand. They get larger as they expand. So here the lid gets bigger when it expands. This goes bigger when it expands. So it's easier to open it. Okay? Yalla, Muhammad Basma. Look at this, ya Muhammad. This is another experiment. Please don't send anything in the chat. I cannot check the chat. Yala Muhammad. We have this experiment. It shows something that is expanding when it's heated. Does this experiment represent solids expansion, liquids expansion, or it shows that heat has no effect on matter?
No liquid.
Liquid, perfect job. Liquid expansion. Since inside this pot, inside this container, there is liquid. When we heat the liquid, so look at the temperature is increasing, so we're heating the liquid expands. Thank you, bravo Muhammad.
Yes.
Mira, yalla ya Mira, last question.
Yes.
A solid changing into a
The
liquid.
ice cream is melting.
Melting,
It's,
bravo ya Mira. So
melting.
when solids change into liquid, this is melting. Perfect. Yalla, mute. I'll count to 5.
Melting.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You all did an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. Let's move now to talk about something new. Our new lesson is about magnets. What's a magnet? Look at these two diagrams. Look at these two GIF documents. Where is Ren? Ren, are you listening to me?
Yes.
Please show your friends your magnets. Okay, Layla also. Look at Layla's screen and Ren's screens. Layla and Ren, can you please tell us what are magnets? Majd also, bravo. Majd also has magnets in his hands. What are magnets? Majd, Layla, and
A penny
Ren.
can be. Yes.
Hi, miss.
Hi, miss. What do we mean by magnets? What do you use them for?
For
We use them to attract metal things like
Perfect.
metal.
Yeah, Layla. We use them to attract metal things. Can you show us yours? So Ren has red, blue, and yellow magnet. These are ring magnets. They look like rings. Layla, show me yours. Square magnets. Okay. Majd.
Can I show you one? This one on a magnet.
Okay, I need to see the shape of the magnet. Oval magnet, it is attracting the spoon since the spoon is made of metal.
This is
Disc. Okay.
this is
Disc. Yes, I saw it. Thank you so much. I saw it. So look, guys, magnets are objects that attract other metals to them. So here is a magnet, and here is another one. These are objects that we use to pull some objects to them. Do they attract everything? Can they attract everything? Shu, what do you think? Do magnets attract everything?
no.
No. So magnets are pieces of metals that attract few things to them. Things that got attracted to metals are called magnetic objects. Magnetic objects get attracted to metals, but non-magnetic objects like steel and iron, non-magnetic objects cannot be attracted to metals. So we have magnetic objects and we have non-magnetic objects. How do we know? We have to use a magnet. If things get attracted to a magnet, so we call them magnetic. If they do not, we call them non-magnetic. We will see a video, we will see an experiment, and we have to classify things as magnetic and non-magnetic. يلا يا ساشا. Okay.
Yes.
Just a second, I will share with you the experiment and we will talk about the tests. Okay, look, we have different types of things: steel, plastic, aluminum, wood, iron, and paper. So look, yes, Sasha, we will start with the paper. Did the magnet attract the paper? Look. Did the magnet attract the paper, Sasha?
Teacher, sorry because I live. My internet was bad.
It's okay. Look, Sasha, did the magnet attract the paper?
No.
No. So what do you think? Is paper magnetic or non-magnetic?
Magnetic.
What did you say?
Paper is non-magnetic.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Maya. Paper is non-magnetic. Hashim, please don't write on the screen. Hashim? Yalla ya Maya. We have an iron sheet. Look. Did the magnet attract the iron sheet?
Magnet. Yes, it does.
Yes. Nasir, don't write on the screen. So what do you think? Is iron magnetic or non-magnetic?
Magnetic.
Magnetic. Bravo, Maya.
Thank.
Christian. Yalla, Christian. Here is a wooden stick.
Yes.
Look at the wooden stick.
Yes. I'm looking.
Did the magnet attract it?
No, it doesn't.
So is
It's
wood.
not made out of iron or steel.
So is wood magnetic or non-magnetic?
It's a non-magnetic object.
Non-magnetic object. Thank you so much. Well done. Time. Yalla ya time.
Yes, teacher.
Here is an aluminum sheet, ya time. Look. Did the magnet attract it?
No.
No. So is aluminum magnetic or non-magnetic?
Non-magnetic.
Non-magnetic.
Yes.
Bravo ya time. Bravo. Zakaria. Plastic ya Zakaria. Are you listening to me? Are you here? Mira, don't try.
Yes, miss. Yes.
Yalla, look at this plastic stick. Did the magnet attract the plastic stick?
Yes.
Look at this. Look carefully.
Oh no.
Did the magnet attract plastic?
No.
No. So is plastic magnetic or non-magnetic?
None.
Non-magnetic. Bravo. Bravo ya Zakaria. Yalla ya Hussam. Hi Hussam.
Yes.
Look,
Hi.
here, this is an object made of steel. Did the magnet
Yes.
attract steel? Again, look. Did the magnet attract it? Did the magnet catch the object? Stick to it?
Yes.
Yes. So is steel magnetic or non-magnetic?
Magnetic.
Bravo ya Hussam. Amazing job. So we know now that not all objects are magnetic. Some of them are magnetics and some are not. I cannot just check the chat anyway for those who are talking in the chat. Paper is a non-magnetic object. Iron is magnetic. Wood, non-magnetic. Aluminum, non-magnetic. Plastic, non-magnetic. Steel is a magnetic object.
And iron.
Steel and iron, perfect. So you saw the magnets that your friends have. Can you please show them to us again?
Yes.
Please show us your magnets, guys. Do they look the same? Do they have the same shapes?
I don't have a magnet.
It's okay.
I don't have
Layla
one.
and Ren have magnets in their hands. Do they have the same shapes? Are they the same?
No.
No. So
No.
magnets have different shapes and different types. Huda, the video was saying nothing. The video is silent. I was talking. So look, magnets have different shapes. We have bar magnets, ring magnets, horseshoe magnets, magnetic needles, and disc magnets. They have different shapes and types. But all magnets have poles. They have extremities. Huda, please, we're not allowed to write on the screen. Next time someone send anything in the chat,
Miss,
to write on
disable
the
it.
screen, you lose points, guys. You lose points. Bar magnets, ring magnets, horseshoe magnets, magnetic needles, disc magnets, and for sure there are other shapes and types. But all magnets have
Not only those.
not only those. All magnets have poles, a south pole and a north pole. Yes, ya Ali, tell me, what do you want to say?
Miss, but the circle don't have.
Yes, one face is a south pole,
Have.
the second face
Metal.
is a north
Yes,
pole.
it does.
Yes,
Yes,
it does
doesn't
have.
have a hole. How you said, and each one has a hole.
Each
Miss,
one
I can't
has
hear you
poles.
very good.
Poles. They have extremities. They have two faces, two sides. South side, south pole, and north pole. South pole and north pole. And look at this. Why do we need to give the poles
Miss,
names? Look. So again, Huda, my videos have no sound.
the circle don't have one.
Yes, they do, ya Zakaria. One face is north, the other face is south. You will see in the next video, not in this, okay? So look, we did this experiment. Here are some, here is some iron powder, and we will use a bar magnet to attract iron. I'm talking with all of you now. Look at the iron. Where did it stick? Did it stick in the middle or at the poles?
Teacher,
At the
poles.
At the poles. So look at the iron.
Stop
You
at
can
the
do
poles.
this. You can do this if you want at home.
Let's mute everyone.
No, I don't want to mute everyone. I'm just asking you one question, and then I'll count till 5, and you will mute yourself one more time. It's okay. So look at these. Look at this bar magnet. Where did the iron stick? In the middle, on the whole magnet, or at the poles?
At the poles.
At the poles. This means that magnets are stronger at the poles. Okay? Magnets attract things. They attract iron and steel, for example. But magnets have power, and this power is strongest at the poles. In the middle, look, there is almost nothing. Iron is thick at the poles, so magnets are strongest at the poles. We did another experiment. Please mute yourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Mute. Thank you. Here is another experiment. In this experiment, look, we have 2 types of magnets. Bar magnets with South Pole, North Pole, North Pole, South Pole. We have 2 ring magnets. Okay, so I can't remember if Zakaria was talking. Look, yeah, Zakaria, this face is south face, south pole,
Yes.
and north pole. On the opposite side, we have south pole. On the opposite side, we have north pole. Don't write on the screen.
North Pole.
Look at this. Yellow. I will start the video.
It's not me, it's Mira Hodroj. No, it's Maj.
And repelling and how the different poles of the magnets work. I have 2 bar magnets, and they are marked south and north on either ends. And then on these 2 ring magnets.
Look at this. Okay, she will show you the poles of ring magnets.
I marked the south pole end and the north.
There's
So the way they work is the flat side
North Pole.
is either the north or the south pole. Okay, so these are both north facing.
Okay, sorry for this.
Just a couple more quick demonstrations of attracting and repelling and how the different poles of the magnets work. I have 2 bar magnets, and they are marked south and north on either ends. And then on these 2 ring magnets, I marked the south pole end and the north pole end. So the way they work is the flat side is either the north or the south pole. Okay, so these are both north facing up. I'm going to switch, so one's facing north, one's facing south. Okay, and I'm just going to move them around. They're on this whiteboard, so it's pretty low
Okay, look.
friction surface.
When we put
See,
the
I just
north
kinda
pole
steer
of
them
a bar
around
magnet
Move
near the
things.
north pole of
Of the-
another magnet, what do? Do they attract each other? Sure, guys, do they attract each other? Look,
What?
Move them without touching
Look.
them at all.
Yes.
Yes. Like and around and move things. Move.
when north pole and north
Yes,
pole,
Yes.
do they attract or repel?
No.
them
No.
touching
No.
when I
Okay, again, look carefully. When we put,
Yes. Yes.
you're not listening. You're not listening. When we put 2 north poles next to each other, look,
on this whiteboard, so it's pretty low friction surface. you can see, I can just kind of
Look,
steer them
look.
around.
Do they stick to each other?
Yes.
Do they
No,
stick
no,
to each
no.
other?
No, not
No,
No.
teacher, because it's north and north.
No,
They repel each
No,
other.
no, because
They repel. They repel. They do not.
Teacher,
stick to
don't,
each
because
other.
it's north and north.
Yes,
So they repel each other.
Teacher, look at my magnets. They do the same thing.
Okay, so when we put north and north, they repel. They do not stick to each other. They do not attract. They repel. When you put the same poles next to each other, they repel. They do not attract.
Just move them without touching them at all. When I put the like ends.
When we put now, look at this. When she puts the south pole next to a north pole,
Close to one another.
they attract. They stick to each other. They attract.
They,
The S.
sorry, when I put the opposite ends close to one another, they attract.
When you
When
put
I
the
put the like
opposite
ends
ends, they attract. Look, north and north,
So north repels
they
north,
repel.
south attracts north, opposites attract.
Okay, she will be using now a bar magnet. She will be using a bar magnet with a ring magnet.
My little ring magnets.
South and
My
south,
magnet, and I'm going to kind of go in from the top.
south and
And
south,
push it,
they
push
do
it.
not attract, they repel. Did you see this? South and south, look carefully. What happens to the two magnets?
Just a couple more quick demonstrations of magnets. I've got my bar
They don't stick to each other.
at the top.
South and
And
south,
push it,
they
push it, push it.
repel. They do not attract. Okay, so opposite poles, they attract. The two magnets attract when we have opposite poles, but when the poles are the same, Serena, don't write on the screen, north and north, they repel, south and south, they repel. Do magnets work at a distance? Let's see.
Yes, it can attract at a distance.
Okay, here is the pin. Time, don't write on.
Teacher, I have a question.
Teacher,
Done.
What-
draw a line.
We put the pin in water and the magnet attracts the pin. So yes, this is a quick idea. Magnets work at a distance. Even if you put something between the magnet and the object, it still works. You can try this at home. Look, here is a magnet on the top. You can put a magnet on the top of your hand and use something magnetic on the other side. The magnet will attract things even if your hand was in the middle. You can maybe put a paper, put a magnet from one side and objects from the other side. Magnets still work at a distance. Don't send me anything in the chat.
Teacher, I have
Magnets still work at a distance. And
I have a
question. This was our lesson. Yes, I know, but we don't have lots of questions. Maybe next time in the weight sheet. Dana and Hashim, you're excellent.
Miss, I have a question. Teacher, are we already?
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Teacher, I have a question.
Okay, guys.
Miss, it was me, Zakaria.
Okay,
Miss,
Lahza. I'll count
in
till
English
5.
lesson about it.
I will count till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Miss, it's me, Zakaria, that I told you.
Zakaria, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. Yes, Ma, what's your question?
Teacher, I wanted to tell you that the two magnets repel each other because it's north and north.
Good job. Bravo.
It
bravo.
should work to attract each
So-
other.
So when two same poles are facing each other, they repel. You need to have different poles so they attract. We still have 4 minutes. You can ask whatever you want. We're done. This was our lesson. If you have no questions, I will do this. I will draw some magnets and you have to tell me. You cannot say anything but repel or attract. I have this bar magnet. I have this disc magnet.
Okay.
So. No. Okay. Repel or attract?
Repel.
Repel.
Same pose. Repel.
Repel.
Hashim, can you please tell me what you're writing on the screen?
Miss, it's repel.
They repel. Good job.
Repel.
Don't write on the
Miss,
screen. Don't write on the screen. You're not allowed.
Miss, I'm not trying.
You're not allowed to write on the screen. Magic, Serena, and Hashim. Here are two bar magnets. South pole
Miss.
and south pole.
North.
Repel or attract?
Repel.
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 They
Repel.
Good job. Okay.
Miss, south.
Repel.
Miss. So they don't attract each other. Oh, there's a lot of mess.
North, south. Repel or attract?
Attract.
Attract.
Different poles. Different poles attract. Excellent job. So same poles repel each other. Different poles, they attract each other, and they can attract each other even if you put something in the middle. Let's imagine this is a paper. The magnets will still work. They will still attract each other. So they work at a distance. Things that get attracted to metals are called magnetic, like steel and iron, and things that get not attracted to metals are called non-magnetic. Thank you for joining me. I love you. You did an amazing job. Yes, look at Layla's hands. Look at Layla's hand. The magnets are attracting each other even if Layla's hand is in the middle. Can you see Layla's hand? The magnets are still working at a distance. They can attract each other even if Layla's hand was in the middle. Can you show me how magnets repel each other? Do this. Try to switch their poles. Majd, Layla, Ren, show us how magnets repel each other.
I love magnets.
Really? I cannot see your picture yet. Uh-huh. Great. What are these new type of magnets? Great. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you so much. You did an amazing job, all of you. Dana, Ali, Hussein, Saeed, all of you. Mira, Hussam.
Bye, happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye, happy Valentine's Day.
Hussein also has a magnet. Hussein has a magnet.